What is up? What's happening, YouTube? Hope all is well with y'all, man. Starts of a predicate winner. Back at you again with another one. We got to talk about this Super Bowl performance that everybody's been talking about, and I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on it. I've seen a lot of, wow, that was incredible. And I've seen a lot of, that was trash. So I want to share my thoughts. Of course, I'm going to be somewhere in between the two of them. I don't think it was incredible. I don't think it was trash. So let's get into this, man. This is Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. But before we get into this video, please make sure to smash that like button and that subscribe button for me. Help me get in these algorithms. And with that being said, let's talk about this. Now, first and foremost, I would like to say, as I'm watching live, which I don't know if they're going to show right here, but as I'm watching live and I'm watching them come back from the halftime commercials and then they zoom in on, the gentlemen that are talking about the football game, I could literally see like them editing the set in the background, which I thought was, they would have never allowed that to happen to like a Rihanna. You know what I mean? We did not see that with Dr. Dre. And I want to preface this by saying that Kendrick has already performed at a Super Bowl and he's already done We Gonna Be All Right and Mad City. So a lot of people I saw were like, you got to do Mad City. You got to do We Gonna Be All Right. Well, he already did, so let's give him a little bit of grace there.
To the Apple Music Super Bowl 59 halftime show.
Super cool set.
Salutations! It's your Uncle Sam.
Hard. This is dope.
The great American game.
My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time, God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. Etiquette speak with a vision and tongue. Predicate this time is I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. Like a power lift with Olympians too. Carrying various darts right now. I deserve this like tiramisu. We go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. Really don't bother nobody, but they running by me if I got to clear out the room.
This is hard, and this is an unreleased song that he has not released up until this point. It was a part of a trailer, which was a trailer to promote the album GNX, and I think a lot of people were let down that this song wasn't on the album, and I'm kind of let down that after the Super Bowl I still haven't seen this song. Shout out to these bell-bottom jeans, boy.
Woo! I get the picture if I had to sit you for hours in front of the Louvre. When I have a soul, even if I told you to stand next to Johnny and Q. Started with nothing but government cheese, but now I can seize the government too. Remember the fools, them color was tan and brown, but now the 100 is blue. Remember I said I'm the greatest back when you debated the number one and number two. Topic was always hilarious to me. You carried them to me, I brought out the facts. The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
Hard.
Someone better squabble up.
That's my slap, bro. Hey. Hey. Yeah.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key. Keep a horn on me that could my see. IP. Ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get off. I get off at my feet.
I do think that the editing process of all of this is great. I think that the production is great. I think that the choreography is great. And I think that Kendrick is killing the performance itself.
Baby rocking it.
Hey.
What you want, cause I'm watching it.
Hey.
Gonna flow, let me know if you clocking it. Brody won't go, but I know that he popping it. It was worth tickets on sale till I silenced it. Pipe down young, these some whole other politics. That's a what in him, that's a lot of what. Don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies. Ghetto child, he was Blackie Mouse with the smeared off. We outside, worried about to kill him off. Black.
He spent too much time on Squabble Up.
Flaps, fat.
For those of you that don't know, a Super Bowl halftime performance is capable of about a 13-minute set. As you can see on the video here, we did 13 minutes and 24 seconds. So the set, like Dr. Dre and Snoop talked about this a lot because they got songs on songs on songs on songs. How do you comprise all of this into a 13-minute set? So in my opinion, off the rip, I love Squabble Up, but when you're talking about Kendrick Lamar and his discography as a whole, and this being the stage that it is, this is the biggest stage on earth. You're here to slap these hits out of the park. You're here to win. In my opinion, I think he spent a little bit too much time on Squabble Up as I revisit this.
Tell me why you boys rap if it's fiction. Tell me why you boys fed if it's criminal. Hey, Doc, can I get a drop?
No.
H boom boom from the west side to Senegal. Full moon, let the wolves out. I've been a dog. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
Way too much time on Squabble Up at this point.
Squabble up, squabble up. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
No, 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 no! Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto.
I love the Samuel L. Jackson cameo, by the way, and I love that he's bridging the songs together. I think Samuel L. Jackson killed his performance, honestly.
Mr. Lamar, do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up!
I ain't playing your game, homie.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Well, yeah.
I get it. Samuel L. Jackson saying, do you really know how to play the game? To tighten up. And Kendrick's response to that is, all right, here's a little DNA and a little humble for you real quick so you can get a couple of my hits. And then we're moving back on to GNX.
I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finessing on them with some counterfeit. Now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant. Matter of fact, I'm down with this. Do say with my boo-ray tastes like too-late for the analyst. Girl, knocking by you, the world with my pay stub. I know it's good once you sit it on my taste buds. I can wait to petty once you let me do the extras. Pull up on your block, then I break it down, then we call it Tetris. AM to the PM, PM to the AM funk. Eat up your per diem, you just gotta hate them funk. If I quit your BM, I still ride Mercedes. If I quit the season, I still be the greatest funk.
My left stroke just went viral.
Hey.
Right stroke, pull a baby in the. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
See, I feel like even here, like he could have comprised it more. And make no mistake, Humble's got to be in here. I think Humble and DNA needed to be in this set list. But by now, I think that we could have got the Like That verse, a comprised version of Squabble Up, a comprised version of DNA, and a comprised version of Humble.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
All he had to do was just not go into the whole hook, but just be humble. Sit down. On to the next. You got to move like this when you're at the Super Bowl. That's the only thing. Like, I get what he did. I understand it. Like, I want to highlight all my new music because my new music is great. I want people to think, I want to showcase my new music as classic, which I can rock with. I think that his new album is phenomenal. But I also think that, you know, you got to appeal to, you're appealing to the largest audience on earth, you know, other than FIFA or whatever the soccer championship is. I think this is the largest eyes on you moment of your life.
Hold on. I got royalty inside my DNA.
Needed to do it.
Put the war in peace inside my DNA. Got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
I think he's killing this. I think that he looks crazy in bell bottoms. I can't get over the bell bottoms, but I love the upper half of his dress code is fire. It looks like hip hop, but the bell bottoms are driving me crazy, bro. Like, I ain't seen nobody wear bell bottoms since I was in like a Christian school in 5th grade, and that's what the girls wore.
That's hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. Was born like this, perform like this. Y'all shoot what new weapon, transform like this. Wish y'all shoot what new weapon. That's murder, conviction, murders, boosters, burglars.
And I'm not gonna lie, man, he might be doing that to look taller. Maybe he's got on some like heels. I'm not trying to make fun of him. The dude is short, and I think he might have had. I've seen him do this on stage before, where he has like heel shoes on, and he might be doing that and trying to hide him with the bell bottoms.
Ballers dead, Skylar fathers dead. With kids in hours. Hold on.
This part was hard to me. This was absolutely fire, and I can't believe that he performed Euphoria. This was the original, for those of you that don't know, this was the original Drake diss record right here. This was the first one that he dropped after Like That, and this one is the one that got the job done to me. So I salute this, and I tip my hat to it. This was dope. Everybody wanna be demon, get chipped.
so lame. Oh, you thought the money, the proud fame will make you. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down with a poker face? Man, I know y'all play sleep. Ever since Parma Lee, it's KDOT. Boom!
Hard. I thought that was great. A nice nod to everything that's been happening and the introduction to it. I love it. I love that.
I deserve it all. Keep these bums
I could have done without Man in the Garden at the halftime show.
away from me.
As a whole.
My essence contagious, that's okay with me. Burn this thing down, don't you play with me, stay with me. Crashing out right now, it ain't safe for me. Did it with integrity. These boys try to hate on me, just wait and see. More blood be spilling, it's just pain to me. Dangerously, ain't no changing me, ain't no shaming me. Flip a coin, you want the dangerous me or the famous me? How annoying. From the boys in the game I speak, ashamed of me. It's important, I deserve it all because it's mine. Why you think you deserve the greatest of all time?
And if that's the bar you wanted to get off right there, is why do you think you deserve the greatest of all time? That's a hard bar in the song, but you could have gotten away with just literally spitting that one bar and moving on, because we didn't need, I don't think that we needed Man in the Garden at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, see you brought your homeboys with you. The old culture cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct 1 life.
I love Peekaboo here. Love it. Give a nice little one-time nod to your new song, Peekaboo, you know? And this is my favorite song on the album. What they talking about? They talking about nothing?
What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking
The choreography is insane.
They ain't talking about nothing.
Hey.
Peekaboo. I just put the buggers in my chain. Peekaboo. 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo. 7.62s, I make them plain. Peekaboo. I'm popping out your band, that's what my name. Peekaboo. I put 2 foreigns on a full 5. Peekaboo. That's catchy pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo. Why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo. You know my loved ones with that. Let's get it. Peekaboo. Surprise, it's your boy Jackie G. I FaceTime my eye, yeah, I'm up the street. It's AZZ, I put the boys to sleep. He on the ground, praise God, and stomping feet. Peekaboo. Ladies.
Love it.
I want to make a move. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. What song? Yeah,
That's hard. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know that they like to sue over there. You know them boys like to sue. Does it matter? Am I going to do it? I like the suspense here, but it's more wasted time. It is.
Maybe I think about it. Oh, no. Know what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do me this solid.
Oh, you done lost your damn mind.
This world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7.
Now, I love SZA. I love SZA being a guest feature here. I think that they should have went with 30 for 30, in my opinion. I think that that song is better for the Super Bowl, but Luther, we can take it. We'll take Luther. And I like this song, but I also, man, keep in mind, I love all of these songs, but it's not what has been predicated as Super Bowl performance worthy in the past, so I don't really see the point of doing it here, but it's okay. I understand. Everybody knows what everybody's mindset was at this point. After he did the little teaser, everybody wants to know, well, are you going to do it? I mean, you've spent a lot of time here. Are you going to do it? Are you not going to do it?
This world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. This world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God.
Hey.
Lose them to that life, hit them strictly with that fire.
Hey.
Fire, 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 fire.
Hey, come on, SZA. Hard. Could have ended it right there, but I get it. Or maybe just start with SZA's part and go into the hook. I'm just talking about different ways that they could have saved time and pressed a little bit more into it so that he could get off. He could get off a couple of more of his classic songs, cult classic songs, and I'll get into what I think should have been inserted in it towards the end. Spending way too much time on this song at this point.
Slow. Stop.
But I do think it's dope he wanted to give SZA her just due. My issue is I feel like 30 for 30 would have rung off a little bit better at the Super Bowl. That's my only gripe.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation.
Is this Man in the Garden? I messed up. What was earlier? Either way, I feel like Man in the Garden doesn't belong in the Super Bowl.
Ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a morgue, bring a sword, but you can't bring the truth to me. Pumping you and all your expectations. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence. Promises all in your conversation. I hate.
He's doing an incredible job of showcasing what it is to be an MC. That's a fact too. I understand I don't want to take away from what I love about this Super Bowl halftime show, but it is my job to critique it. It is my job to review it and to break it down to the best of my abilities. And I'm here to say that I don't think that we need a Man in the Garden.
Those that feel entitled look at me crazy because I ain't invited.
But this isn't. The earlier one was Man in the Garden. I don't even know what this is at this point. What is this one?
Oh, you important. You the moral to the story. You endorsing. I don't even like you. Corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's
this is the Heart 6? Is that what this is?
You dealing with of smart percentage who I'm building with. I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning on my mama, Solana.
Oh no, this is 30 for 30. Okay. All the stars. All the stars. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed that all up. But I'm cool with All the Stars. But 30 for 30 as a whole would have rung off better than Luther mixed with All the Stars. Shout out to SZA, man. I love SZA. I think SZA killed it, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, here we go. Let's get it.
Well, that's what America wants. Nice and calm. You almost there. Don't mess this.
Oh no.
It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the flow.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
They get on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Mustard on a beat, bro.
Hey, there it is.
He a freak though, man, damn, call like.
All right, let's talk about what everybody wants to know in the moment, right? Is he going to say pedophile? Is he going to say A minor? And is the crowd going to join in with him when he does it?
Lambs, tell them breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like thieves. What's up with these Draconio? Trying to see Compton. In the street can hate me, bump them all in they mama. How many ops you really got?
And for everybody that doesn't know, the reason that this song was so big is because it is a Drake diss, right? This is a Drake diss record that made it. It's the biggest diss record of all time. It became a bop, and everybody fell in love with the song within itself. So that's why everybody was wondering, is he going to do it? Because Drake sued UMG for this song, saying that they had stream bots and stream farms that were overstreaming it, and it wasn't really as big as it was. But it is. It was that big. And I think that the performance of it reminds everybody of just how big it was when 80,000 people are in this stadium and they all sing along with it. A minor, which is alluding to Drake being a PDF file. So he literally doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down, and called Drake a PDF file on this stage for everybody to sing along to. If I'm Drake, I'm hot. I'm super, super, super hot about this.
I mean, there's too many options. Finna crash on his body, I'm John Stockton. What? Beat your and hide the Bible if God watching.
And this song won't never get old to me. Every time I hear this song, like I ain't gonna go and get in my car and play this song every day, but every time that I do hear this song, it's strange because it just doesn't get old. I just still love it every time it comes on, bro.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the skull. Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe. Paul, extort, bully, defro. Say Drake, I hear you like a
crazy. I thought this was crazy. Everybody was waiting to see if he was going to say PDF file. I thought it was absolutely nuts that he looked right in that camera with a smile on his face. Say Drake. Woo! Woo! That's crazy, dog. On the 80,000 people are there. Millions are watching around the world. The biggest stage you can ask for as a rapper. Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better never go to Cell Block 1. That's crazy. Crazy to double and triple and quadruple down on that.
Young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love.
Is he gonna say it?
Show you how you lose sister from him.
Hey.
They tell me Chubb's the only one to get your hand-me-downs. Party at the party playing with his nose now.
I mean, let's not talk about how Chubbs and Party feels about this situation too, dog. Like, Chubbs got dissed, Party's getting dissed, all on the Super Bowl stage. It ain't just about Drake. Party got a problem with his nose now. They say Chubb's the only one to get your hand-me-downs.
Weird case, why I see around certified lover boy, certified.
I like the sound effect change out. Certified lover boy, certified PDF file. Wop, wop, wop. I understood why he didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? It's not something you want the kids running around saying. It's not something you want the stadium saying. But A minor hits the same way, so I felt like he might as well just have said it. But whatever.
I'm on him tough. I'ma do my stuff.
Here it goes.
Like ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
I will say this. I'm surprised, as every performance I've seen of this song so far, he doesn't perform that part. He lets the crowd do it. I'm surprised he didn't feel ballsy enough to do that here. But I'm sure that he felt gratitude whenever he did it quick. A minor, led the microphone down, and he got that gratitude from them. I'm sure that that's what ended up putting this smile on his face here in a minute.
They not like us. No.
Hey.
Like us. No.
Serena Williams doing the Crip Walk, that's another insult to Drake because Drake's talked a whole lot of crazy talk about Serena Williams. So, but I'm going to be honest, if I'm her husband now, I feel away. I'm like, why are you getting on the stage to dish your ex or diss somebody that dissed you? Like, I'm your man now. We don't got to do that. You ain't got to get out there on that stage and do that. But Serena is from Compton, so maybe that's really the reason behind why she's here. But I think we all know that the real reason why she's here is to crib walk all over Drake's name. I think that's what this was.
Not like us. What? They not like us. No. They not like us. No. They not like us. Are you my friend? Are we locked in?
Love this.
Then stab this way. Stab that way. Then stab this way. Stab that way. Hold on. I go by.
And I love him ending it with TV off. TV off, I was hoping he would do.
Name of K. Kendrick Lamar. Okay, Llama, Mr. Morale. This is Gen X.
And shout out to this actually being the set list that leaked. I remember my boy Daniel sent me this and was like, what do you think? I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way this is the set list. No way. And if you would have asked me if this was the set list and I knew for sure it was the set list, I would have thought that this was the worst Super Bowl performance ever. Just by looking at the set list, I'm like, oh, he fumbled bad. He fumbled bad. So where I do want to give Kendrick a lot of grace is I feel like him doing this set list, in my opinion, and nailing it, and it was still entertaining and still made me want to sit through the entire thing, I tip my hat and salute that. I think that he really killed this. That's what he did kill.
We come all the way from Compton, California to a party with y'all. Let me hear you say,
hey, super hard, bro. Where's he at? Yeah. What up, Must?
They acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta.
That energy is wild. Look at this again, man. The choreography here and Mustard popping out right here. Love it, bro. Love the energy. I'm wondering, like, how many women and men out there over the age of 50 were wondering why in the world they're screaming Mustard like that. This guy's name is the guy that made the beat for Not Like Us, made the beat for TV Off. He made a lot of Kendrick's beats on this new album. And, well, did he do Peekaboo? He at least did TV Off and Not Like Us. So those are Mustard beats. DJ Mustard, the producer, crazy West Coast sound. So this is a nod to DJ Mustard, which is why he's screaming Mustard. I know a lot of people wonder why, but
let me hear you say Mustard.
Look at that energy, bro.
They acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Hey.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. In the city with the flag beginning thrown. Pass interference, padlock around the crash, pulling up in up my truck just to play freeze tag. Bone a pick like it was sea bass.
he's killing this as far as rap lyrics are concerned. Like, he doesn't have a hype man. There's nobody up there to back up his lyrics. He doesn't have his music playing in the background with him at the forefront. This is all Kendrick Lamar rapping through a microphone to the beats, and you have to give credit where credit is due. That's super hard to do. That's why we see so many times that rappers have hype men, or they at least have like a bar or two that play in the background so that they can catch their breath. No, none of that. It's all Kendrick. I tip my hat to that, especially on this type of stage and this type of presence.
I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. I showed y'all the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic, they talk about it, how I did it. Good for saving fakes, I seen the cosmetics. Hairs, I gotta take to level my aesthetics. Hurry up, your muscle up, we up the higher metric. Ran up out of luck soon as I up the highest metric. Super Bowl made a feat, you're diabetic. Mouth, you full of deceit. Cowards telling, walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling,
I will say I would have loved the Lefty Gunplay feature here too. I would have loved to just see Lefty Gunplay come out scary, crazy, spooky, hilarious. I would have loved to have seen that, but it's cool.
They acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my owner, but some gotta tell the TV off, turn his TV off.
Hey.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his.
Hard ending. Love it. Game over.
The National Football League.
Oh, did they not show the game over on the replay, bro? He had game over written up there too, bro. That's sick to me. Like, just the sickness in his brain, like the psychotic nature of like, I'm sticking to the battle rap script. I'm all about hip hop, and even at the Super Bowl, I'm gonna make sure that I'm dancing all over Drake at this point, and even at the end, I'm gonna say game over. Now, I don't want to run this video into the ground, man, but I do have a couple of gripes. My gripes would be that I wanted to hear certain records. I would have loved to have heard Money Trees at the Super Bowl. I would have loved to have heard, rather than like Man in the Garden, I would rather have Fear, you know, or, but who am I? You know what I mean? And I really would have liked to have heard Swimming Pools at the Super Bowl. My daughter and my wife both wanted to hear Swimming Pools. That's a chick song that chicks resonate with. I would have loved to have heard so much that I didn't really get to hear because of all the new music. But I do love the new music. I just don't think it was time yet. And I still think that people would have been driven to the new music had you have solidified yourself as, like, I got hits, dog. Y'all put me in this class of, like, battle rapper lyricists that don't have no hits, like old boy. But I got hits, and I can compete. I think that would have been dope, man, but you only had a 13-minute set. Now, with my gripes being said, I want to tip my hat to Kendrick's performance. I want to tip my hat to them bell bottoms, because I don't know what we on there, Kendrick, but I'm sure there's some Easter eggs all throughout this Super Bowl performance, bro. I'm not really the Easter egg type of guy, but shout out to you for wearing the bell bottoms, because that's insane, dog. That's the most ballsy thing I've ever seen a man do on a stage that big, bro. It's just wearing bell bottoms unapologetically. And I don't know if I could say that you pulled them off, bro, but I love the outfit other than that. Like the jacket with the hat and the G and X in the background. I just think that it was super, super hip hop. I love Mustard's feature there. I love SZA. I love SZA getting that type of shine that she deserves, because in my opinion, SZA's up there with like the Rihannas, the Beyoncés. I think that she deserves that type of shine. She's got hits too. So shout out to SZA. I'm glad that SZA got her time of day. But I just could have done without like the Man in the Garden. I would have appreciated a different part in Euphoria. But you got to think about it this way too, man. He has already performed at the Super Bowl. He did. We gonna be all right there. I still think it would have been dope for him to do that here as well. That's just a song that resonates with people. It's probably his biggest song. I also feel like you still could have done Mad City in some way, shape, or form, because in the first Super Bowl, you literally only did the beginning of it. If Pyrus and Crips all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yacht, 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 yacht. And then he switched. Here would have been nice if you would have went into it a little bit, like, man down, where you from? But I also would have liked to have heard like that. At least your verse. At least let that Metro beat play, bro. That would have been crazy. And if you're going to stick to the newer stuff, I think that he did a great job of sticking to the newer stuff. I do. I think that it was good. I'm not one of these people out here that's like, oh, this is legendary. This is one of the craziest Super Bowl performances ever. I got Rihanna above this. I got Eminem and Dr. Dre above this. I got Prince above this. But as a hip-hop fan and as a lyricist fan, I appreciate his performance here. That's super difficult to do. Super difficult to do. Word for word, bar for bar, no breaths. Like, I got to give it to him, man. The performance alone was sick. And I just think he did a good job of what he did. My only gripe is the set list. I think that the set list, if you want to do all of this, I get it, but you still could have shortened it up so that you could have fit a couple of more joints in there that people wanted to hear, like a swimming pools, like that, Don't Kill My Vibe, Fear. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. I appreciated him doing Humble and DNA, but maybe that's the energy he's on, because when he did his interview with Nadeska and what's his name, man? Oh, y'all are going to take my hip-hop card. Ebro. When he did his interview with Nadeska and Ebro, he did say, they were like, what is there anything, what can you tell us to expect? Kendrick did say, like, well, I'm stuck on the now. I'm stuck on the now. I want to talk about what's new. I don't want to talk about what's old. So along with that set list that got leaked, we also got an announcement of sorts that said after the Super Bowl, everyone would be treated with a surprise. I don't know what that is. I don't know if we're going to get that. I don't know if we're going to get some kind of enhanced version of GNX or, what do they call it? A deluxe version of GNX. I don't know. And I love GNX. I love Kendrick Lamar. I got Kendrick Lamar at number 1 right now. I think he's the greatest rapper alive right now. But I just feel like he could have dominated this performance a little bit better than what he did. And if y'all really want to keep it a bean and really want to keep it 100, I believe that if you take away all of your bias and put Drake in that situation, Drake's hits would have rung off like crazy, So I just feel like he could have done something a little bit different to separate himself from that category. And I think he's smart enough to do it. I think he's intelligent enough to do it. But here's where I do respect him. I respect him for standing 10 toes on all his newish, and I respect him for just doing what he wanted to do, because this was so very obviously just what Kendrick wanted. No strings tied. Nobody was telling him what to do. And I think that that's dope. I do. I think that it's dope. I think it could have been better to me, but I also feel like given what he did and how he presented it, it was fire. I really enjoyed Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. I really enjoyed SZA. I really enjoyed the dancing, the choreographer, choreography, and just the unapologetic nature to just, I'm getting up here and I'm rapping. We need to bring back rapping, just hard beats and lyricism. And Kendrick's trying to bring that to the forefront of hip hop again, because it did disappear because of people like Drake. So I appreciated it. I'm not going to run this video into the ground, but I thought this was good. So shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to the Super Bowl. Shout out to everybody. But that's about all I got for it. And I can't wait to see who they announce for next year, man. Kendrick really did his thing here. And not for nothing, man. Lil Wayne would have tore the roof off of that building too. Just saying. A little petty outro. All right, man. Appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all on the next one. Make sure that you like and subscribe on your way out. Peace.